Alright, welcome to the weekly gaming quick save show. I don't know what the alright was about. Record live at 3 p.m. Pacific time every Friday right here on twitch.tv/BenReacts. That's right. Still Ben, still reacting. Subdued though. I'm kinda over it. On this week's show, I'm going to be talking about the DICE Awards and how annoyed I am at them. Also discussing, finally, let's talk about 2016 games because end of February is a good time, right? I don't know. And also, reviewing Life is Strange, which, spoiler alert, was great. First, let's take a look at some of the top stories of the week. Miitomo. The most confusing, perplexing thing Nintendo's done in about a month. And you're available to pre-register for it now, and I'm still not exactly sure what the goal of this is. The entire point of you can communicate already with everyone fine, but these are the same things I said about like Instagram. I mean, we can already do pictures. Why do we need this? Or Twitter. Why do we need this? Facebook. We already have MySpace. Why do we need Facebook? So, as opposed to saying, oh, this is now going to be terrible and no one's going to use it, like I did with everything else, I'm just going to say this could be fine. This could be fine, and let's leave it alone. I'm done making predictions about social networks. Done. Done. It's going to be the next big thing. Miitomo. Who the fuck knows? Ridiculous. Well, that's the one thing that's for certain. It's ridiculous. In better news, Fallout 4 DLC. So we're going to be getting some crazy robot, Mega Man fan fiction. That's what it is. And some more settlement stuff. But most interestingly, a giant new island to explore. Pretty excited about this. Even though I was disappointed by Fallout 4, pretty excited about this. Most interestingly, to me, this is the second time I'm aware of that they're increasing the price of a season pass. First, Dying Light did it about a couple months ago. And now we're seeing this go from $30 to $50, which basically this serves as a warning. Just buy the season pass now. It's going up at the end of February. By the time it's March, you messed up. You done messed up. I think betting, a lot of people were hesitant to bet on Star Wars Battlefront's DLC season pass, which was $50 to start, and you don't even know what the hell you're getting. This, you might not know what the hell you're getting, but Bethesda does have a good track record, and even with the 3 DLC things they've shown so far, that's over $30. So get it while it's $30 before it becomes $50. Don't snooze. You lose. I've become a high school teacher. Middle school teacher, really. Now, the biggest news, or most interesting thing, is Street Fighter V, which came out on Tuesday, to a lot of controversy, I guess you could say, maybe fanfare too. A lot of people do seem to like it. But from what I understand, there are entire modes in this game that are options on the menu that just say, hey, this is coming later. Which is an interesting way to do it, as opposed to other games that would just not even mention you can do this. We know this stuff's coming. We know it's free. And it's perplexing. I understand people are upset. That's fine. But it's a weird thing because the only people who would have bought Street Fighter V at launch are hardcore Street Fighter fans, which would have known that you're not getting this DLC yet. So you wouldn't be surprised by that. Or would, like, I don't understand. I mean, if you're not a big Street Fighter guy and you just bought this game because you're like, oh, cool, a new Street Fighter, you could be disappointed. But I would imagine most people like that either already know that's not included or are just going to wait till it's cheaper anyway because they're not that big into the game. So I'm just confused as to who's upset. But legitimate complaints, server issues, which seem to be better now. I don't know. I'm not going to play the game because I'm terrible at the fighting games. But the server issues seem to be better. But why are we still getting game launches with bad server support? I mean, they had 3 betas or something for this. Some games launch fine. Others are entirely broken for weeks or months. Halo Master Chief Collection. And do they not know how to test these things? Like, there has to be a way to test them, and I know there is. And what I think it really is, it comes down to the people who are paying for all this don't want to shell out the extra money to just buy a ton of extra servers, because when a game launches, the first week and the first month, big server load. That's the max users you're going to have. That's the biggest test for it, right? Then it scales down. So you don't want to necessarily buy way more than you need and then in 3 months be looking at this like, well, 80% of these servers aren't doing shit. That's what you want to avoid, especially if you're a frugal CEO type person or whoever is in charge. And I think that's where this comes in, because we have games like Call of Duty that seem to just launch and not really have any problems. They seem to know what they're doing, and I can't imagine it's a big secret. There's got to be a way to make sure these games launch not broken or not messed up, especially when you have betas. And when the betas happen and there aren't problems like this, and then the game launches and there are, it's very confusing to me. But I'm not an engineer or a scientist or a doctor or any of these things. So I don't know. Could all be wrong. This could all be wrong information. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Who knows? And with that, we'll get into the topics of the week.